Hi there, what's going on everybody? It's JB here, and we've got a big game for you here. The first major domestic final of the season means we take on Crystal Palace in the final of the Carabao Cup from Wembley. Both teams against all the odds have made it through to the final, and Burnley now looking to win their first silverware since 1960 and probably the first leg of a potential domestic treble. So let's get over to Wembley to see if we can beat Roy Hodgson's men and claim that first trophy of the season and possibly the first leg of a domestic cup treble. Never been done before. Let's get to Wembley and find out. Well, here we are for the League Cup final. Coming up next, will it be Palace's day or will Burnley triumph against all the odds? Andre Scherer looking to win a League Cup winners medal, and the final coming up live next. Well, here we are at Wembley. This is the real opportunity for one of these two sides to take some magnificent silverware home with them. Burnley top of the right at second place behind Palace, already in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup, now in the final of this, having come through two titanic legs against Reading in the semi-finals. Now look to try and go one step further against the Palace side, who snuck through on away goals in their semi-finals against Swansea. And this is how their lineup. Lodgkin is in goal. Scott Down will captain the side. Watch out for Andros Townsend and Christian Benteke up front. Kiaki can play well, Johan Cavallo as well. But this is going to be a real tough test for Burnley. 5 at the back, 4 in midfield, and Benteke up top, supported by Kiaki and Townsend. That's the trophy they're playing for, the Football League Cup, first played for back in 1961. And a beautiful piece of silverware. Neither Palace or Burnley have won it. This is the Burnley lineup that served them so well. Same goalkeeper, same back four. One change from that win over Watford in the FA Cup. That's Andre Scherer replacing Robbie Brady, who drops down to the bench. Otherwise, it's the same team that's picked itself on the strength of terrific league performances, losing only 2 games all season, both in the league. A referee from West Yorkshire is Martin Atkinson, and we're ready for the start. There he is. Big afternoon for him. So it's going to be Palace in the dark shirts. Burnley won the toss for colours in the week, and then wear the traditional Clapton blue for this one. So the Carabao Cup for 2018 is up and running, and really a final that doesn't need any introductions. Charlie Taylor to Chris Wood, Danny Welbeck, Trippier, Ings with an early shot. That'll be easy for Lodgkin. Like a touch of the ball for him. Bye for Palace. Kamales. Bye again. Kakiai making the good run in there. Shawcross stops in the cross. Scherer. Stephen Defoe. Now Danny Welbeck. Into 54 again. Good run in. Scherer! Good save! Really good bit of goalkeeping, but it was a terrifically well hit left-footed drive by Andre Scherer. The goalkeeper up to the challenge, but he's got a corner to face. Defoe with it towards Ings that time. The goalkeeper didn't cover himself in glory, but he got away with it. Van Arnold loses out. Defoe just slips on the turf there. In the one, Scherer, it's gone in! Andre Scherer, who should have scored a minute or two ago, has put Burnley in the lead after just 14 minutes in the 2018 Carabao Cup final. Look what he means to the Burnley fans. Palace got in all sorts of problems here. The ball looked like it crossed. Scherer with a shot, hits the middle of the post, and into the back of the net it goes. And the big favourites Burnley are in the lead. And Andre Scherer, the man who signed on the summer transfer deadline window, well, he's just struck an early blow there. And Crystal Palace, who snuck through on away goals. Burnley beat Reading in the other semi-final, let me remind you. And Palace have got it all to do. With Mihajlovic to Benteke, Roy Hodgson's side, a goal down. Van Aanholt's cross, and a free kick given, fouled by Danny Welbeck. And the referee booking Welbeck. I'd like to see that one again. Van Aanholt is not happy with the perceived challenge by Welbeck. Well, it was late, in fairness. So I suppose Welbeck didn't have much of a cause for complaint. By over this free kick. Welbeck in the book. Chipped in there. Away by Trippier. Here's Cork. Wood is the top scorer at the moment in all competitions for Burnley. Certainly in league terms anyway. Chance here for the New Zealander to get his shot in, but it's an easy one there for Ogin. Turn that down beautifully, the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. Gamales. Lovely ball out towards the far side. Good switch of play. Van Aanholt chipping up forward. Benme on the thing. Should be the goalkeepers. And, well, the ball went out of play. But there's a throw out there on Tom Heaton and a free kick to Burnley. Look at Wembley now in full voice. Pretty cold afternoon here. 25th of February. Heaton's kick. Flicked on towards Wood. And Ings again. Trippier. I'm thinking now towards Wood. Townsend's there now for Crystal Palace. Now Welbeck. Taylor. Comes out by Gamales. And then Taylor in turn cuts it out. And Marlins again. Roy Hodgson's team, a goal down against John Stutz's so far overachieving Burnley side. And Benteke's created a chance here. Milosevic is through. Good save there by Heaton. And it needed to be. 10 minutes to half time and now Burnley going forward. Danny Ings. Oh, straight to Townsend. Not a good ball. That's a bit of a late one. Jack Cork. Free kick to Crystal Palace. And a yellow card. I have to say that looks a little harsh on inspection. He went for the ball, but the ball had already gone. I can understand the referee wanting to apply the letter of the law. He was very unlucky there, Jack Cork. I don't think it was warranted as a yellow card, although Roy Hodgson might not agree. It's a free kick to Palace. I think that's not in dispute, but the yellow card could easily be disputed. Free kick didn't come with so much in the end. Short cross. Welbeck and Cork now both carrying bookings. Me, Cork. Short cross. Carrying it forward. Cork with a shot. Oh, good save. I don't think he hit it as well as he'd have liked, Jack Cork. He certainly struck it okay. A little bit of venom on it. Goalkeeper had to stretch a wee bit though. It was a good save. So it's going to be a Burnley corner then. Defoe. Short cross is in there. Ball won't break. Now goodbye for Crystal Palace. 300 minutes. Cork again trying a long range shot, and again easily fielded by the goalkeeper. In a good first 45 minutes. Both teams have gone at it, hammer and tongs, as you'd expect. There's the half-time whistle then at Wembley in this 2018 Carabao Cup final. And at the moment it's Burnley who are winning by a goal to nil. A goal from Andre Schürrle, having Palace commit defensive error carries the scoreline, and we'll be back for the second half. So welcome back to Wembley as this second half gets underway. No changes from either side as far as I'm aware of, and it's as you were. Palace now attacking the goal to our left, Burnley to the right. Here's Welbeck. Well, two men booked in the first half by Martin Atkinson. The other one was Jack Cork. Shirley looking for another one. Good save. Tipped it wide at the far post and onto the stanchion behind the goal. Terrific right footed shot and locked in, getting across to his, and just getting the slightest fingertip on the ball. And I have to say it was only the slightest fingertip, otherwise that might have been 2-0. Still might know from the corner. Defoe again, swinging it in there. They went for it and in the end missed it. And Parr's got a throw. 5 minutes gone in this second half. 1-0 to Burnley. The goal early in the first half by the German Andre Schürrle. Welbeck. Ings. One further forward if he chooses to. Not a good ball in the end by the England international. Here's Scott Dan. Palace of course face off against Manchester United at Selhurst 5 days later. And just to remind everybody, if it is level after 90 minutes we will have extra time, and if it's level after that, penalties. So the day will be settled, the match will be settled here this afternoon. Kawhi winning it for Palace. Townsend. Benteke. Well, I have to say he's been kind of kept quiet by that Burnley defence so far. Defoe wins the ball, and now we're gone. Still 1-0 to Burnley, that goal by Schürrle the difference. And Danny Ings now winning it. Palace defence backing off a little bit there. Ings with a shot, goal! Another amazing save. But the goalkeeper had to dive to his right. Meanwhile, Burnley about to make their substitution. Stephen Defoe comes off, and on comes Jeff Emerick, the Irishman, to have a taste of the Wembley Cup final. But it's a Burnley corner. Shawcross is there, but it's headed out. Mee will try the shot. Mee again. Scuffed it this time. And Palace can get it away. Here's Yohan Cabaye. 23 minutes left. Burnley have got Everton on the 4th of March. Then look to try and challenge Chelsea at the top of the Premier League. Oh, straight to Van Arnold. Townsend. But away by Burnley. Here's Ings. Up towards Wood. Big chance now for the New Zealander. And he's got it! Burnley are 2-0 up! Chris Wood, the top scorer, surely now could well put this game beyond Crystal Palace and win Burnley the Free Cup for the very first time in their history. A man in supreme confidence, 16 goals in the league, and now has got one at Wembley. It's his third goal in the League Cup this season, and it could be the most crucial one yet. 2-0 to Burnley. The Clarets on their way to some silverware. Danny Welbeck about to come off, and Robbie Peretti will play on the right. So Chris Wood, 2-0. This cup final really has been really good to watch. And now Danny Ings. Ings with a shot. Oh. Struck it ever so well. Well, James McArthur about to come on to replace Kai. And Stephen Ward is going to come on now for Burnley. And he'll get a quarter of an hour run out at Wembley today. Well, what a performance Taylor's put in. He's come into the side since Ward was suspended and he hasn't looked back. Promising left back side from Leeds during the summer, and he hasn't let anyone down. Wood, Shawcross, Trippier. Trippier will have a go. Oh! Well, that was almost goal number 3 as it happens. Van Arnold can't prevent the corner. And Mihajlovic comes off and Puncheon comes on. And really it's been a remarkable game. Henrik with a corner. He is there. But away goes Puncheon. Heading it forward towards Benteke. Puncheon again. Townsend. And it's a Crystal Palace corner. They'll make their change. Joe Ward comes on to replace Van Arnold. You'd have thought though they'd have put on a substitute, an attacking substitute, but Roy Hodgson deciding that Van Arnold's race is run. I think he knows with 6 minutes to go this could well be a lost cause for the Palace unless they can get one now. There's the corner, and Scott Down was there, but again defending there by Wood. And the goalkeeper coming up now. Is he going to come up from the back? It's a bit early for the goalkeeper to start marauding forward, I suppose, but Palace 2 goals down, 4.5 minutes to go, and the goalkeeper's right in there. Townsend with the corner, and Burnley didn't get it away well. And now the goalkeeper will have to scurry back because Ings is on the break, but Puncheon stops him. That'll give the goalkeeper a bit of breathing space, but what more? He puts Palace in attack here. Crossing there towards me, gets it away. Now Cork. Last minute of the game. Brady. Still Robbie Brady. 300 minutes and Brady with the cross. What's there? It's another one! 3-0. Palace score out from their own corner. They threw so many men forward to try and nick one back, but they've been caught hook, line and sinker on the counter-attack. A wonderful cross by Robbie Brady, and Chris Wood gets his second and Burnley's third, and the League Cup without any doubt is going back to Turf Moor. What a performance from John Stutzy's men. 3-0, and showing how Palace's race is won, or run rather. Gamales, Benteke, what chance here for Townsend, good save by Heaton, no penalty. And there it is, the final whistle has gone at Wembley, and Burnley have won the League Cup for the very first time in their history. 3-0 winners over Palace, who just didn't perform enough on the day. Burnley did what they needed to do and did it to a man superbly well. The first major trophy of the season goes to Turf Moor and to John Stutzy's Burnley. They've had a good run to this final. They thrashed Bristol City. They've been Reading in a 2-leg semi-final. And now Tom Heaton, having seen his side cruise to victory in the end against Crystal Palace, will get to lift this Carabao Cup for the very first time in their history. Well, here he is, captain at the back. So Tom Heaton will receive the trophy and it means that Burnley for the first time win the EFL Cup, or the Carabao Cup as it's known now. For the very first time, Tom Heaton lifts the trophy aloft. What a moment for him and for Burnley, and to see a Burnley captain win a League Cup on a major piece of silverware. It's their first piece of silverware of any major source since 1960, and my goodness, could it be the first of many for Burnley? They're still involved in the title race, they're still involved in the last day of the FA Cup. What more can still happen? Join us for the Everton game in the next episode of Career Mode. But for me, JB, John Stuttard, on a momentous afternoon from my Burnley team here at Wembley. Winners over Crystal Palace as the celebrations continue here at Wembley. 3-0 they've won. From me, JB, take care, and we'll see you for the next episode very soon. Burnley the winners by 3-0. Goodbye.